So today we're making some almond cheese. This is Tali from rawnakedfood.com, and today we're going to make almond cheese. How you make almond cheese is really easy. All you need is to get some almonds, to get some water, and to get a probiotic. So you would need some sort of probiotic. You can buy it at the store, or you can use Rejuvelac or any other type of probiotic-rich drink. And you need a cup of almonds, but this recipe calls for 2 cups of almonds. And we're also going to use some water. So it's going to be 2 cups of almonds and some water. And 1 cup of water. So it's a 2-to-1 ratio. And we're going to use about 2 capsules of this probiotic. You can use however you want, as long as it's substantial. So what I'm going to do is put it in the food processor, which I have right here next to me. And I'm going to turn it on, and we're going to combine all the ingredients together to make a cheese, which is really easy. Now you can also use other nuts to make different nut cheeses, but I'm going to use the almonds because it makes a heartier cheese. So I'm going to turn on the food processor, and we are going to see what happens. So after about a minute in the food processor, what we're left with is a pulp that is the cheese. And when you have that pulp, you are going to put it in the dehydrator. You're going to actually, before you do that, I forgot to say this, you're going to put it through a mesh screen or some sort of almond nut milk type of screen to get all the water out. And then when your pulp is what you're going to use for the cheese. And what you want to do is squeeze all that water out. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So stick around and you are going to see how the pulp looks like.
What are you doing there?
Right now I am putting the almond pulp into the nut bag so I can squeeze out all the excess water, and I'll have a finished almond cheese product. And what we're going to do with that finished product is put it in the dehydrator for about 10 days, depending on how long you want to age your cheese. I meant to say 10 hours, not 10 days, but you can put it in longer if you want. So what I'm doing now is squeezing all the excess milk. It's good. And what we're left with is excess almond milk. And that's it. The next thing you're going to see is the final pulp going into the dehydrator. And we're going to do that as soon as I squeeze all this out. So what I'm doing now is I'm getting all the excess water out of the almond cheese by putting it in this fancy nut bag that you would use to make your nut milks. And what you have left after squeezing all that water is a pulp that looks like this. And this pulp is going to be your final product after we kind of mold it. We're going to mold it into this little 9-inch tray right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pack it in like this, and I'm going to put cheesecloth over this, and I'm going to put a weight on top. And we're going to do this for 10 hours. And all of this is going to go inside of your dehydrator on about 105 degrees. You want the temperature to be steady throughout those 10 hours because you want the bacteria to ferment with the nuts. And at the end you will have some amazing almond cheese for you to do feta, goat's cheese, Munster cheese, every type of cheese. And there you go. That's an easy recipe for you.
You're on.
Good. Goodbye.